look, this is absolutely sensational. Nigel Mansell in the pits.
Nigel Mansell's been in for a pit stop. He's put on tyres.
New tyres. He must have lost the lead to Senna.
And dear oh dear, what a turn up for Mansell. I wonder why that happened, but in the meantime, there is the new race leader. Now Mansell just up to speed. There is Mansell behind. Coming down, he's got two back markers between him, but Mansell only just failed to make it out of the pits in front of Senna. Jonathan will give us news as to why he came in.
Well, there was indeed some rapid action there, and the problem was a puncture for Nigel Mansell. He came in for a straightforward tyre stop and is now, though, underway.
Oh, what cruel luck for Nigel Mansell. Now, Senna in the lead. There is very little doubt in my mind that Mansell, as long as that set's a good one, will catch Senna in the 7 or so remaining laps. But getting past him will be another matter, even in the Wiliiams Renault, and it won't. Life is not going to be made any easier by having these two back markers in front of him. Now, Senna may get reward for hanging on in there for so long. But certainly he would think this is a pretty lucky win if he can do it. But at last, we've got an exciting finish on our hands.
Ayrton Senna into his 73rd lap, and he's leading Nigel Mansell by 5 seconds, with Mansell having to leave the pit lane and speed up. Now, Nigel Mansell, of course he wants to win this race, but in fact if he finished second he would still be commandingly in the World Championship lead, but he's certainly not giving in there, taking Eric Comas lap 73. After this we've got lap 74, 5, 6, 7 and 8, with the possibility of Ayrton Senna winning a Grand Prix for the first time since Australia 1991, having been beaten, of course, on the first 5 in South Africa, Mexico, Brazil, Spain and San Marino by the man who is second to him now. Bitter, bitter luck for Nigel Mansell. There he is in second place. Now, let's see as Senna goes through at the end of this lap whether Mansell has lapped faster on the first flying lap that he's had since he left the pit lane. I just get him through the pits now because Ayrton Senna will be coming past our position shortly. He has just done so, and Senna has gone through. Nigel Mansell is exiting the Rascasse up towards the start and finish line into lap 74. And so it's down to 4.3 seconds, but I can't see Mansell catching him.
Well, he's going to catch him. New lap record for Nigel Mansell. He's got fresh tyres on, obviously. Tremendous grip advantage. And he really put his life in, or his race in Eric Comas's hands when he went through at the Mirabeau. Then he came from a long way back, so he's in real racing, charging mood, Mansell. And there is the new lap record captured up, and that's knocked a whole second off, or just more than a second than Mansell's previous fastest lap. Remember, he's got fresh tyres on, maybe an absolutely crucial advantage in the battle to get past Senna, but Senna can and will, I'm sure, make his McLaren grow immensely in width when Mansell catches him. Mansell will catch him by the end of the next lap, I would have thought. Mansell absolutely flying. About halfway around the next lap at this rate.
This is really exciting stuff. This is coming up towards the end of lap 74 in this 70-lap race, 78-lap race, and you're looking at the first and second place man. Nigel on fresh tyres, he's got an advantage there, but as James has said, the Brazilian will be able to position his McLaren Honda all the way round the circuit to make it desperately difficult for Nigel Mansell to get past. And there's another new lap record for Mansell, 1 minute 21.598, which is nearly 2 seconds faster than the previous lap record and quicker than Brundle. They're coming down now to lows again.
Getting very close to sort of qualifying speed. Mansell, back marker in front of Senna. It'll be crucial for Senna to get past him. It's Dallara and JJ Leto. He's quite experienced, but he could be excused for not knowing what's going on, and that we've got a major battle for the lead right behind him. Senna. And Mansell made it through as well. Neto saw them coming, so that's one back marker out of the way. Senna won't want back markers in this. He'll fancy his chances to be able to block Mansell, I would have thought, without the help of any back markers.
And as they come through to complete lap 75 with 3 laps to go after they have done so, Ayrton Senna has got to keep Mansell behind him for 3 whole laps, and Mansell will never have been more determined to get past anybody. These two are the implacable rivals in Formula One, and you can see for yourselves what the situation is now as Mansell swarms around all over the McLaren into Casino Square again. There's 3 laps of this that Ayrton Senna has got to resist, and Nigel Mansell knows that the man ahead of him is the man that can deny him his 6th successive Grand Prix victory and his first Monaco Grand Prix win. And it could be the chicane. Remember that last year, the chicane that they approach after they have left the tunnel is where Mansell did his stupefying passing manoeuvre on Alain Prost Ferrari to move up to 2nd place. This is where he did it. Senna probably remembers that too. This is lap 76. They're going to be starting the last lap of 1 at the end of this one. What a battle for the lead. Senna closes the door out of the swimming pool. Now this is Mansell's opportunity as they come up to Saint-Devote. He's tucked right under the rear wing of Ayrton Senna's McLaren. This is the start of lap 77, the last lap but 1. Even if Mansell doesn't get past Senna, and he's going to have a job, this is going to be probably the closest finish we've ever had at Monaco.
This is really tremendous stuff. Nigel Mansell really showing us what he hasn't had a chance to show us all year, what a racer he is. And this is it. And Senna, all his skills involved. He's got a much slower car, courtesy, quite apart from the different relative performance of the actual cars. He's got very clapped out tyres on his car. Mansell's got fresh rubber on, all the grip in the world, but this is narrow, this is Monaco. And it will be a major achievement if Mansell can get past. Right with him, Senna blocking away and sliding a lot, Senna knocking it down. And he almost came to a dead stop there.
Mansell weaving this way and that way, but Senna won't let him past. He's got the racing line, he's going to keep it. This last lap coming up, of course, is going to be the crucial one. See, Senna's just got to put his car in the right position, and there's no way the Mansell could get through, and it won't be at the Rascasse. It could be at Saint-Devote again. But Senna demonstrates that Honda have caught up with Renault as terms of engine power. Mansell said they had yesterday, and Senna actually pulls away a little bit last lap.
You can see how careful Senna is as he exits the Rascasse. He doesn't hurry through it. He gets the car pointed and gets on the power very early, and that's protected him each time. And Senna through the Casino Square, down the hill to Mirabeau is an important point, but he's got just enough breathing space there from Nigel Mansell, and it's going to be from the chicane onwards. No passing here, and the Portier, not into the tunnel. Senna early on the power, I'm sure. Now through the bend in the tunnel.
It's got to be a brilliantly courageous move by Nigel Mansell if he's going to win the Monaco Grand Prix for the first time, because Senna knows that he's got considerably less than half a lap between himself and his first victory of 1992. This is the swimming pool. It's only the left here, the right again, the left, and into the Rascasse, and I do not see how Mansell, even Nigel Mansell on fresh tyres, is going to be able to get by. He can't. Ayrton Senna has won the Monaco Grand Prix, almost certainly, as he exits the Rascasse. Mansell closes, but it's too late, and Ayrton Senna wins at Monaco for the 5th time in 6 years. An incredible achievement, and I think he's blown his engine as he does so.
And a supreme disappointment for Nigel Mansell, but look at him waving. I'm sure he is thrilled because Nigel Mansell showed us his great qualities as a racer, and that was tremendous stuff. Unlucky for Mansell, he so much wanted the win, but he did himself tremendous credit there, and a really fabulous finish to the Monte Carlo Grand Prix.
And Ayrton Senna, in winning his Monaco Grand Prix, has equalled the record of the great Graham Hill and has won in the process the Graham Hill Trophy. It's not all that often that Senna expresses emotion from the cockpit, but my goodness, he's doing it now. He might be feeling, I'm on the way back. Well, he is on the way back, but with no discredit to him or to McLaren Honda, I'm afraid it was, as far as Nigel Mansell is concerned, once again, bad luck that defeated him.
Once, the last 5-6 laps, I realized I was in the lead. I had nothing else to give. The tires were completely worn out. They were good for the whole race, but they were worn out at the end. There was no grip. And he had new tires. He was coming for everything. So I knew he would be in for a major one in the last 3 laps. But it was exciting, but very difficult, because he was several seconds faster than me for every lap. And I had no grip to put the power down, so it was like on ice driving around. And fortunately, I think we were only 3 or 4 laps that way.
Thank you, Ayrton. Nigel Mansell, desperately hard luck for you here at Monte Carlo, that elusive first win still. What actually happened, Nigel? You were 28 seconds in the lead and then you disappeared into the pits. Tell us what happened.
Coming through the tunnel, I almost lost it, and the back end just went down. And I knew immediately I'd picked up an instant puncture. The problem was I was halfway from the pits, so I had to drive so slowly to get to the pits. The car was, the brakes wasn't working because it was only on 3 wheels, and I think I probably lost about 10 to 15 seconds just getting it back to the pits. And then we had a longer pit stop than normal, and as I came out the pit I could see Ayrton go by, and I knew then that the race was probably lost, but as you